welcome to Goodrich Field in Anoka. Jim Childs along with the Hall of Fame coach Pete Hayes. We are here for the 8th grade Pumpkin Bowl, Centennial versus Anoka. We've already got one flag on the ground. Coach, this is obviously a new tradition that's come up and that we're covering for the first time here on QCTV. Super excited for it.
Yeah, really cool. You know, this as a youth, as a parent, as a player, as a grandparent, as a coach, this is it. You know, this is the first time you get to play down under the lights at Goodrich Field. It's on TV. If you get a name wrong, you're probably going to hear from Grandpa in California.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is it right here. So it should be really exciting for these kids tonight.
Yeah, so the Anoka team is coached by Sean Taylor. Got a chance to talk with him before the game. Good conversation. We'll go into that a little bit more. Anoka chasing the ball. Good kickoff by the Cougars. And getting out and dragged out of bounds, it was Clayton Kenton. And there is a flag down on the field. Face mask against Centennial. So starting at the 25 will actually be starting at the 50 or 40.
Yeah, first play of the game, a flag comes out. It's kind of what I've been seeing in football lately. You know, well, they don't want to call on one against the Vikings.
Yeah, exactly.
Face mask, but good field position for Anoka here as they get started at their own 45.
Yeah. So nice. Now, one thing you'll notice is the Anoka offense is extremely similar. In fact, the same signals and hand gestures and offense that's run at the high school is run at the 8th grade level. And Hudson Jones is the quarterback. He'll lead it off for Anoka. They're at the 45, 10-minute quarters, and the clock is already running. Handoff. Well, actually, an option, and Jones keeps it, gets it about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, they're 8th graders, 14 years old, so I think we're going to see a little bit of throwing in this game along with the running, but Hudson pulled that one back in and gained 3 yards in his own.
Also in the backfield is Andrew Shaw. In motion, number 3, Brock Sieben. And quick screen, kind of a bubble screen out to Kenton. Kenton gets another couple of yards. It will be 3rd down and about 6.
Well, that's the kind of plays that Anoka High School runs right there. So that's nice that they can have these younger kids play it, so when they get to high school, they already know the system.
Well, the old saying, watching how sausage is made is this right here. Jones, good pass, right on the money to number 3, and that is Brock Sieben. And that'll be a 1st down. Just sat right down in the seam of that zone, and a good pitch by Jones and good catch by Sieben.
Yeah, Sieben has an older brother who's the backup quarterback at Anoka, and he's good.
Yeah.
He's a sophomore, and he's very athletic, so I'm guessing that Brock's going to be that way too.
And we'll have a chance to talk to Ben. A little misdirection on the handoff. Somebody zigged and said a zagged, and a tackle for a loss. Well, might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Good tackle by Centennial. Didn't get the number on it, but nice job to be able to get Hudson Jones down. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, he looked to hand the ball off there. Nobody was there, so he had to scramble out of it. Ended up losing a couple. So 2nd and 13 for Anoka here.
So talking to Coach Taylor, Coach Taylor said that they have been running the same offense since Coach Warstrick was here. Pass going deep down the sideline, and excellent catch and a touchdown by Brock Sieben.
That was a great throw there, Jim. And the Sieben kid, he ran underneath, and like we said, he's going to be athletic, and he's the one that gets Anoka on the board. But a great pass there by Hudson Jones to Brock Sieben, and Anoka goes up early.
An excellent pass and catch, and the old saying, if you're even, you're leaving, and Sieben was even, and as soon as that ball got up there, he was a step ahead of the defender. 45-yard touchdown. Anoka scores with 7:24 left. They're going to go in a 2-point conversion. And tackled for a loss. As Brock Sieben took the snap. And will start 6-0 in favor of the Tornadoes.
Well, great start there by Anoka. And like we talked, they run the high school. And Peyton Bodani, he throws quite a few of those in the high school, those long ones there. And that's what Hudson Jones just did to Brock Sieben to put Anoka out 1-0. And usually in these youth football games, you get one or two really good athletes, and they can dominate the game. And right there was Brock Sieben and Hudson Jones showing that that's something that Centennial is going to have to stop here. It'll be interesting to see what Centennial does on offense.
Well, you had mentioned Peyton Bodani on Friday night. Obviously, big night for the Tornadoes. They were able to pretty much destroy the Roseville Raiders and get to the second round for the first time in a couple of years. And it'll be a big home game here on next Friday at 7 o'clock against the Cougars of Lakeville. Little squib kick, that's going to go out of bounds at the 40. So illegal procedure. We'll see where it actually will go out. I think they'll put it at the 39. So if it's in front of the 35, they'll put it where it goes out.
I was wondering that exact thing, Jim. I'll tell you what, that's going to be a heck of a game on Friday night, Lakeville South, and they'll bring some people. This place will be juiced.
Yeah, it's going to be an excellent opportunity for the kind of the coming out party for the Tornadoes to be able to go, and that offense is just dynamic. And we're seeing as we're seeing, the 8th graders are going to bring that dynamics back up. So Centennial will take over right at the 44. From the shotgun, rolling out to the left is Braden Hartman. And a completion up to the 49, so gain of 7. Yeah, it's good pitch and catch. A good way to start for the Centennial Cougars.
Well, don't look now, Jim, but they just called a holding on Centennial to push him back 10. So,
well.
But it looks like Centennial, they're not afraid to come out and throw. Braden Hartman, he found Aiden Warner there for about 7, but it's going to be 2nd and 20 right now.
Yeah, rolling out, against his body, able to get off. Nice throw by Braden Hartman. Hartman barks outside. He's got a running back right behind. Ball's on the ground, able to get it off. Pitches, really quick pitch over to 55 Cooper Buechler, and tackled immediately. They were lucky that didn't turn into either an interception, a fumble, and just a loss of 1.
That was Griffin Nedlin, the middle linebacker for Anoka. Here's another look at it. Yeah, he's lucky to pick that one up. And nice toss over there to get him out in space, but Griffin Nedlin comes up and makes a nice tackle.
Yeah, I think they even call that kind of a lateral, I would imagine. Hartman, quick throw out to the far side and tackled immediately. Boy, I tell you what, we're seeing some great tackling by the Anoka Tornadoes as Jermond Waya was able to pull down the receiver for Centennial.
Well, he was out there at the one-on-one, did a really nice job of form tackling to take him down for a small game. 3rd and a bunch.
So Anoka has 51 8th graders playing that hopefully all 51 are moving up. That adds a lot to that high school program that's already continuing to build with 2 6-win seasons in a row. Hartman back to pass. Quick out to Brazen, and it'll be 4th down. Again, good tackle out in space by this Tornado defense.
Yeah, once again, Nedlin was there along with Eric Canola, the cornerback for Anoka. Gang tackled him there. It's 4th down. I'm interested what they're going to do right here.
Well, you're sitting at the 36. You got a 4th and 18.
Well, I would think they would be punting, but
they are going for it. Hartman. Oh, they're
going to get 5 of that back right now.
As Simon Yang jumps. Not an automatic first down, obviously, but it will be an extra 5, so it'll be 4th down and 13.
Well, here's my early observation, Jim, why they're not punting. The center's having a hard time hiking it back to the quarterback right now.
Right.
And my 1 year as the special team coach at Anoka, that was one of our problems. That's probably why they didn't want me back.
Hartman gets it, rolls out to his left. Good containment by the Tornadoes, thrown up into a host of Tornadoes. There were 4 Tornadoes around the Centennial receiver, and smart play to just knock that down. If they intercept it, they get the ball 20 yards farther deep rather than taking it over on downs at the 41. That's where they get it.
And, when you're 14 years old, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Because you want an INT on QCTV.
Absolutely.
The Mini Bowl.
That was a smart play, good job, and good coached player on the Tornadoes. A good chance to see the second drive. Braden Hartman will go out again, coming to the near side is 1 receiver, 3 to the far side. And that's 1 in motion right now, comes back, and then goes back in motion. Quick throw out to Sieben again. Sieben with a good first down effort, gets about 4 yards.
I'm really impressed how they can throw that ball. 8th grade and running that same play. I've seen that many times with the high school team, and throwing that's not an easy throw right there.
No, not at all. 2 wide receivers are in motion. They'll go on to the far side as they have a trio stack over there. Falls on the ground. Hudson Jones just grabs onto it. Fortunately to grab onto it, and it will be a sack and a loss of about 8 yards. Brings them back to the 45.
Yeah, here's another look at it. I think it was a pretty good snap, but Jones just mishandled it and put Anoka behind the sticks.
So 3rd down and 13 from the 44. Kenton in motion along with Sieben. They get set. Jones rolls over to his left. Under pressure, a couple of defensive linemen get in there. Number 67, Adam Schreff, is the one to bring Jones down. That'll be the 2nd sack so far in a row.
Now we're going to see if Anoka punts it or not. It's 4th and a whole bunch again. Both teams on their last drive going backwards. It looks like Jones is staying in there, so they don't punt much at this level.
No, they don't. It's a 4th down and 23. Hudson Jones back. Gets it over to Sieben. Sieben right in the middle of that zone. Still cutting through, and another flag. Couple of flags come in. We have to get a laundry basket to clean up that.
Well, he picked up 15, but they needed 25. It'll be interesting what this call is. I think it's going to be on Anoka.
Yeah, I think it was a hold on. I didn't even see the signal on that.
over there on that far side.
So it was on Anoka. They will decline the penalty. They'll get the ball back at the 40-yard line. Centennial and they'll take over for their 2nd drive. Playing behind the sticks is something you just, no matter what level of football you're at, it's just tough to mount a drive when you're constantly behind.
Yeah, it's really not something that you want to do, and both of the teams have done that here so far. So we'll see what Centennial does coming out here for their 2nd possession.
Centennial is coached by Sam Hartman. And their 2nd drive, handoff. And good run, nice tackle by Dre Barnes of Anoka.
I was watching Dre Barnes in warm-up, and he was hitting some people. He's a big, strong 8th grader playing middle linebacker there with the Nedlin kid. It's a pretty good combination for Anoka.
Got a couple legacy names on this team. And that will be another offsides or encroachment. They'll move up 5 yards, so it'll be a very manageable 2nd down and 2. Actually,
yeah,
2nd down and 1.
Number 30 that went offside at that outside defensive end.
Second offside as Andrew Stratman gets called for the penalty. Hartman, another handoff, goes right up to Bueller. Bueller's able to get the first down.
Well, that's what you want to do, Jim, is, run the ball a little bit, get some positive plays, get 2nd, 2 or 3, and then you can throw the ball if you like.
Well, this is Centennial. The Cougars' high school offense is a tight bunch on the line, and then it is smash and move people. And you see right here, Buechler again with another nice run, hard running, and gets another first down, gain of about 12. Has a nice first down run. Little momentum now on Centennial's side.
Yeah, Cooper Buechler, he's a big, strong kid. And I'm guessing he plays some defensive line, too. He's wearing number 55 in the backfield. But he put his head down there, and he was going to be tough to stop.
Hartman again, tight set. One wide receiver in motion and rolls out to the right. Throws it down, and that, boy, tell you what, just about caught as Clayton Morris tried to tiptoe down the sidelines, put up one arm and just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, I see Anoka tried to get some different players in that time. They had a whole bunch down there on the sideline, and everybody wants to see them play in the mini bowl, so you got to make sure you get everybody in there. I think you were saying that it's a couple of teams together for Anoka here at the end.
Both the youth teams have been combined now, and this is 51, like I mentioned, 51 kids, and Coach Taylor was saying that he wants everyone in tonight.
Well, I was hunting with Coach Berkeley the other day, and he was either saying in the 9th or the 10th grade at Anoka only has 29 players. So they need a big class.
Yeah. It's funny. You talk to coaches around the league right now, around the high school league, and they do have one, and it has to be related to COVID. I just believe that somewhere in the youth, they just got you at Andover. I know the sophomore group is only 26 on their sophomore team in the year, and they did have 50 freshmen come out this year. So
I think Anoka has 3 teams, and I always remember having 4. I know when my son played, they had like 70 at each age group. And that was only 6 or 7 years ago.
Hartman in the pistol handoff to Buechler, and Hartman keeps it himself. Good run, gets up to about the 29. Nice tackle again by the linebacker, Dre Barnes. Barnes has been had his nose in a couple of tackles so far tonight.
Tell you what, if I'm Centennial, I am handing that ball off until they can stop me.
Yeah, absolutely.
They haven't had a lot of success passing. Right now you could go for it on. It's 3rd down right now. I mean, you could pass the ball. This is 2-down territory. That's for sure. We know that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see. We've had longer punting or longer 4th downs and no punt yet. Little reverse coming around the side. Centennial tries to get past another excellent tackle as Max Lee comes up and fills the hole on as Jackson Bronson comes around for Centennial. So it'll be 4th down and 4. Critical juncture right now as this has been the best drive so far for Centennial out of the 2 that they've had.
Yeah, a quarterback came up and made a nice play on that last one there for no gain. So here we go. It's 4th down and 3 at the Anoka 32.
Good crowd on hand tonight, especially for an 8th grade game. Probably over a couple hundred people here. Hartman puts a man in motion, then rolls out to his left. Looking, throws down. He got hit right in the middle and incomplete. Boy, good recovery by the defensive back for Anoka. The receiver for Centennial was open. And it was just for a second. And then the closing speed of James Malik was there.
Yeah, nice job there by Mallett. He was beaten to start with, but came back as the ball had a little bit of loft on it. Got underneath it and knocked it away, and Anoka will take over again here at their own 32.
Well, another impressive pass, too. I mean, that was a 40-yard pass or close to it in the air. Coming back out, Hudson Jones. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Quick, and that'll be a lateral as it lands in the lap of, lands in the hands of number 10, Andrew Shaw. Good pickup of 9.
Yeah, nice pass there by Jones. Running back coming out of the backfield.
So this is Shaw's first season in tackle football, and he's excelled at the running back position. Strong with cuts, and it hits the open field with great acceleration. He's got the most touchdowns for any of the 8th graders this season, believe it or not.
You know, he's another kid who looks very athletic, along with Sieben out there. They have a couple kids who can run. They're not the biggest kids on the block, but they're probably the fastest kids on the block.
Yeah. To the far side, we've got Sundin, Sieben, and Shaw out there. I'm sorry, that Shaw's now in motion. A jet sweep handoff as Shaw is able to take a good cut. There was that cut that he was talking about, and we'll have a couple of flags come down, a holding against Anoka. That'll come back 10 yards. So impressive first drive, and then we've been going backwards since with the Tornadoes.
Well, one official's not going to get outdone by the other one. And one throws that flag, the other flag's coming. There's a lot of laundry out there on the field. That's for sure.
They're not missing it, and there's only 4. Most, in the high school they've got 5. In the pros they've got 7. Pros in college are 7 now.
You know, Anoka had a 50-yard touchdown pass, 40-yard, 45, and I think they're probably minus in the yards right now. The next 2 drives with all the penalties, they're going backwards.
Well, they're sitting at a 22. They need to get it out to the Centennial 47. Nice quick screen pass out. It gets about 5 yards. And I think what's impressive is the way they're able to get lined up. A lot like the high school, without a huddle, without a lot of coaching. They'll get ready. They'll take a look over and see if everyone's set in the pistol formation. Jones back again under pressure. Nice little screen pass. Gets it out to Shaw. Shaw up to the 27. Tackled immediately. So it'll be 3rd down and still, probably a drive to Champlin.
Yeah, let's see here. We've had another 15. So about 25, I would say, Jim. 3rd and 25.
Yeah, they've got to get it to the 47 of Centennial. 6:10 left here in the second quarter.
They got big play Sieben out there, though. He could break one, but it's really impressive the way Centennial, prepared for this.
Jones on play action and runs right into the arms of the Centennial edge rusher, and I believe that is Dominic Solis.
Well, it's 4th down right now. Oh, man. If you can't punt, this is not a good place to be 4th and forever.
Yeah. See right here, a little handoff. And that was not Sleaze. That was number 28, Leo Zweber. Good sack, good movement on the right defensive end.
Oh,
and there is a punt. Shaw is able to get it off, and it's going to roll out at about the 42. So that makes up quite a bit of real estate. That'll get it back, and we're now just about at 5 minutes here left in the first half.
Well, I'm glad to see that. They looked like they were going to run the ball right there, or pass the ball, and direct snap to number 10, Andrew Shaw. Kicked the ball about 30 yards there, so that's not too bad for Anoka. Get it out to the 42.
Hartman again under center. He's got Bleacher right behind him. Hand off, another hard run, and it will be close to another first down. Well, actually, it'll be about 2 yards short. A nice 8-yard run by the running back, Bleacher.
Yeah, good start by Centennial, coming with 2nd and 2 here.
That line really kind of putting on its will onto the Anoka defensive line. Hartman will keep it, a little fake handoff, and a quarterback keeper gets it up to the 30. It'll be a first down. And Centennial's on the move again.
Yeah, nice tackle out there by the cornerback with 31. He's made quite a few good plays here already. Both Anoka corners have been tested. Centennial's not afraid to run it outside.
Jermon Waya. Under center, Hartman again. And another quick jet sweep. That's get pushed right into the center. Another flag down. We'll either have an offsides or an illegal procedure. As we await, it'll be an illegal procedure. They'll move it back 5.
That has been a reoccurring theme here in this game. The penalties are what's doing both of these teams in as they get behind the stick. You know, getting something going, and all of a sudden you're back 5, you're back 10 yards, and it's tough sledding getting out from that position.
Checking in is Hayden Polanski for number 22 for the Tornadoes. Hartman keeps it himself, looks back under pressure, now tries to get through and tiptoeing, continues. He's on his feet again and continues to move. Good run of about 10 yards for Hartman. Hartman, some missed tackles, but really some broken tackles by the quarterback.
You know, I noticed earlier when he was going the other way, and I wasn't sure whether he was doing it or not, but he's not afraid to throw that stiff arm out there.
Nope.
He's going to throw that out there and push himself off. So I think he's a little bigger, stronger kid than you might see here on the television set.
Hey, he's got a little speed, got a little juke to him. Braden Hartman now in the pistol. He's got right behind him. Back to pass, quick stop, and it's a hit up in the air and falls on the ground. Somebody got his hands up. I believe that was number 24, Mason Dvorak, with the block.
Yeah, here's another look at it. Dvorak coming hard. Gets his hands up and almost bounces right back to him.
Yeah, and again, Dre Barnes in the face of Hartman. Good pressure by the Tornadoes. Now they go back to the tight bunch. It'll have Hartman under center. Bleacher takes a handoff, and there's Barnes. Barnes drives him to the ground. Loss of 1. It'll be a 4th down. 4th down and 6 or 5. We'll count it at 5.
That Barnes, he's a big kid. I think, Jim, this is the first age group where there's not a heavyweight and a lightweight. Maybe in 7th grade they don't, but
no dot on the helmet.
No.
So yeah, Barnes has been all over the place. He's done a nice job at linebacker. So they'll go from the pistol formation, 2 to the near side as far as receivers. 1 goes in motion to the near side. Hartman, quick throw out, gets it over and trying to get to that first down, and I think they've got it. Pass went out to Tyler Hermanson, and he was able to get the first down.
I really like that, where they're willing to throw that ball. You got
on a fourth down,
fourth and 2 or 3, and you're willing to throw the ball and you get it. That's really impressive. Both these teams aren't afraid to throw the rock around a little bit.
Well, that's not a hallmark for Centennial football, at least at the high school level. They are ground and pound. They have won a state championship with that last year. Hand off to Bleacher again, and just good push on that right side, able to get about 4. And we've got a timeout. We're down to 55 seconds. At halftime, we're going to have Ben Sieben, the commissioner, coach, commissioner, dad, will be up here, and we're going to do a quick interview with him as he gives us an update on the Anoka Ramsey Football Association.
I'm really surprised that we haven't seen Mike Dickens here. Good friend of mine, the Centennial coach, and he can walk around a little bit and tell us that they don't have any players.
Well,
that's Mike every year. He'd say, he used to coach girls hockey when I was coaching girls hockey, and really nice to see him win his first state championship last year. And, boy, that came right down to it, too.
Oh,
but,
man.
I was really happy for Mike to do that, and he's a great coach over there at Centennial.
Well, we've had 2 old Northwest Suburban schools win the last 2 state championships at 6A, and Anoka has a chance this year, along with if they can get past Maple Grove. Maple Grove is a beast.
They are a beast.
2nd down and 7, under pressure. Hartman still on his feet and driven back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 14. Now the clock is still running. 2 timeouts left.
Well, here's another look at it. The first guy got to him and threw him back about 10 yards. And then here comes little Nettie, makes the tackle. That's a big loss for Centennial.
Yeah, we're going to have a timeout, and it's actually going to be Anoka that calls a timeout. Chance to go, so Coach Taylor. I see everyone wearing orange. It's in a part of the Pumpkin Bowl. In the pumpkin celebration. Were you at the parade yesterday?
I was not. I saw some video on Channel 4 this morning, though. It looked like it's good like usually is.
Yep. So even Coach Taylor has some socks on that are orange. He said he may, how the bikers used to put so they didn't get caught in the chain.
Right.
He's going to stick it in later on. So it'll be 3rd down and about 20. They've got to get it down to about the 8-yard line. Hartman throwing it deep, and that one falls harmlessly on the outside. Looked like he was looking at him, trying to get on the sideline instead of cutting in, and the receiver just cut in.
Well, Anoka wants it back for one last chance. They'll probably only have time for one play, but then they'll chuck it up and see if they can get something out of it, if they can stop them right here.
Well,
once again, it's 4th and a bunch.
4th and a 21. The Tornadoes, the clock will stop if whether it's a first down or a change of possession, so they will have a chance, and there is a illegal procedure again, and so they'll move it back another 5 yards. They keep doing this, they won't have to hit a Hail Mary. They'll just be a screen pass.
And I think they're just out of field goal range.
Well, they got to sign one of your kickers. Hartman barking out signs, in motion is one for Centennial. Quick throw out, and that is Bronson. Bronson keeps cutting, and he gets down to about the 28th with 11.5 seconds left. We'll have a change of possession, and, I think you've got 2 timeouts. You got a chance for probably 2 plays. As long.
Yeah, they'll throw it up here.
Okay, so they're gonna take a timeout. They're gonna talk about what to do, and they'll have one timeout left in the half. Anoka will.
Well, I know what I would do. I would put it in the hands of the Sieben kid and see if he can juke a few people out. Maybe run by him or get him out in space and see if he can beat somebody here. So I'm going to see if I'm right here.
Notes from the coach as far as Brock Sieben goes. He's always smiling, brings a lot of fun to the field. He's been able to catch, throw, and run for touchdowns this season. He's versatile. We've seen him lined up in many spots already, including in the backfield. He's got a knowledge of the offense and IQ is high. And it enables him to understand where to go and how to exploit the defensive matchups.
Well, they got trips to the left here.
So you got Sieben, Shaw, and Kenton on this side.
He's going to throw it.
Yeah, Sieben throws it, and it's caught. And he's down, and they're saying that they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. What a throw by Sieben, right on cue. He's able to, on the run, throw it about 30 yards down to, and a great catch.
I'm guessing that him and his brother play a little catch in the backyard.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got it to him in space over there. He was either going to run or he was going to throw. Centennial had dropped everybody back. That clock kept running down to zeros, but they're going to put 1.2 back up there. Not that I don't think it'll make a difference. The difference is it's going to give them one more play.
So this will be the final play of the half. Anoka scored on their first drive. It was a 45-yard touchdown pass. Jones to Sieben. Jones is back in there. And to the far side will be Blake Sundin. To the near side will be Shaw, Kenton, and Sieben. And Jones airs it out, and it is intercepted by Centennial and dropped immediately by Dominic Wagner. And that will be the end of the first half. Appreciate you being part of the broadcast here on QCTV as we've got a 6-0 lead for the Tornadoes. Pete, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, Anoka came out and scored right away. I thought we were going to see a few more scores, but both teams' defenses got tough and a little too much of the flags coming out and penalties. But if they can clean it up, we'll see some scoring in the second half, and it should be fun.
Hey, we've got about 1 minute, and we'll have Ben Sieben back on, the commissioner. And we once again appreciate you being part of this broadcast on QCTV. Hey, we're back here at historic Goodrich Field. I'm joined by Commissioner Ben Sieben. And Commish, great start to the half. You're not only Commissioner, you're coaching here. You're coaching at the high school. You're a dad. You've got kids at, I don't know how many different levels you've got them at. But tell us, your thoughts on the first half so far.
Yeah, so far so good. We wanted to come out and play fast, and that's what we play here at Anoka. And we did that first drive, a couple of plays, and we were in the end zone. Penalties killed us there towards the second, quarter into halftime. So got to clean that up. But boys are coming out. They're ready to play.
Well, that's great.
A lot of fun.
Well, so one of the main reasons why we've got you on is we want to talk a little bit about Anoka Ramsey Football Association and being the commish. You've got your hands in many different things. 51 kids out at 8th grade. How are the numbers so far, up and down at the grade level so far?
Yeah, I think a solid program obviously starts, it's a K through 12 program. And so what you naturally see is when the high school does well, the numbers go up. And, we've been fortunate enough since Coach Bo Wazarek came to town that numbers have been staying steady, if not increasing, especially at the older ages, the 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. We've increased those every year. They tend to add 5 to 10 more kids, and so this 8th grade team, I think historically had around 40, and so now 51 going into, and hopefully we get a few more going into freshman football next year. So numbers are good and they're steady. So
well, great. And as younger parents or parents that have kids that may want to come out this next year, how what's the best way to be able to track that and get their kids registered?
Yeah, thanks for asking that question, because that's something we talk about all the time. Like, we do marketing. We put a digital billboard on Highway 10. We put up banners and everything. But arsports.org is going to be your source to go to register for football. Registration for youth football opens in like April or May in the springtime, and it runs all the way through. In fact, we don't even ever close registration. We'll take kids because school starts, and then some people want to try football because their buddies are, and so we'll never close registration once the season starts. But arsports.org, you go to the football page, registration will be there. We have Facebook, we've got Instagram, I think, count as well. So there's constantly social postings going on that, but in the spring, that's when you need to think about football.
Okay. Well, one last question. We only got about 30 seconds left before you need to get back on the field and get ready. So the way that the high school's playing is almost exactly the same way you guys are playing. Who started it first, you guys or the high school?
The high school. So when Coach Bo came in, it took a little bit of time here, but all of our age levels have an appropriate, offense and defensive install that we put in, and they're using similar terminology and everything. They're teaching the same plays, so that we can go out there and build, the competency essentially of those kids as they move into a freshman. They've already got 90% of what they need to run, and they've been doing it for 4 or 5 years. So.
Great. Well, Coach Sieben, Commissioner Sieben, Dad Sieben, I'm sure you've got other hats that you wear as well. Thank you for joining us, and good luck the second half. Bring a home a win for the tournament.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Jeff.
That was Coach Ben Sieben, and we are ready for second half action. We'll get Hall of Fame coach Pete Hayes back on the mic. Coach, I got to ask you, you came out of retirement for soccer this last year, 2 years ago, and now back on the varsity. How are you feeling about that?
It was kind of frustrating, I'll be honest with you. But we were very, very young, and I think we got some things straightened out, and we're ready to rock and roll next year.
Well, a little pooch kick, and handled nicely by the Centennial Cougars as Bubba Nash was able to grab onto that. We're starting the second half. Only one score so far. A 45-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Sieben in the first drive, 6-0 in favor of the Tornadoes.
I'm sure both coaches were saying, we cannot have penalties. Let's just play error-free, and this is our ball game, because this is anybody's ball game right now.
Absolutely. That's Bleacher again, and he's driven right down. Another great job as we're seeing some new folks in there. Well, actually, Griffin Netherland's been in there a couple of times. And we also saw some good penetration from Simon Vang. And that brings down a 2nd and 11. They're at the 49-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
Nedlin and Barnes doing a nice job in the middle of the field for Anoka, really trying to stuff that up and doing a nice job of it so far.
Maybe a new Cody Lindenberg. And that pass Went right through the hands, and some communication between the receiver and Hartman.
Yeah, Max Lee almost had a pick right there for Anoka. That would have been big.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Anoka had 12 men on the field, able to get one off very quickly before the snap. Now Hartman back to pass. Plenty of time. He's going deep, and he's got a receiver open and caught. 10-yard line. Now cuts back, and he'll be stopped at about the 7-yard line. Great catch by Aiden Warner. Warner was open, but what a throw. There, it looks like there's laundry on the field. We're going to be bringing it back.
Oh, that's too bad for Centennial. I'll tell you what, he showed some arm strength right
he
there.
Did.
He threw that ball about 40 yards in the air. Didn't see the laundry on the field. And once again, that's going to cost Centennial. I was just going to say it was a great tackle on defense by Anoka. Remember that tackle because kept him out of the end zone. But this one hurts right here.
Well, that's a net of about almost 55 yards. That brings him back to the Centennial 40. It'll be 3rd down and 19.
Yeah, really impressive throw right there by Hartman.
And Warner was wide open. He got behind the defense. So Hartman now back to pass again. Coming in was Nedlin, and good defensive play by the defensive back, number 30, and that's Andrew Stradman. Oh, 38, my bad. Number 38, that is Elijah Johnson.
Yeah, that was a great play right here. Here's another look at it. Nice defensive play right there. And I see the number 1 cheerleader down there on the sidelines. Anoka's running back. Help me out with his name.
Zach Welch?
Zach Welch is down on the sideline there cheering him on in his number 16 jersey right in front of that one.
4th down here. Hartman gets it out, completes it over to the wide receiver. That's number 39, Luke Hermanson. And it is a turnover on downs. And Anoka will get it at the 48 of Centennial. So great field position for their Tornadoes. The Tornadoes will have a chance to, on their opening drive, to match what they did the first drive they had.
Yeah, that penalty is a big penalty. Now Anoka has possession of the ball just inside Centennial territory, taking over 1st and 10.
We've seen just about everyone in for the Tornadoes. There has been kind of a constant revolving door of players out there. Jones gets it out to Kenton cuts it back again. Another flag down. He gets up to the 40, and we'll have another hold, and that will be brought back, so it'll be 2nd down, our 1st down and 20.
Yeah, there has been a lot of holding penalties. I wish I had better eyes on it to see if it's really a hold or not. I think it would have to be pretty obvious at this age to be calling it. You'd hate to see him calling every little ticky-tacky thing.
Well, you're not seeing any demonstrative coaches, and partly that is just because it shouldn't be. They should show some sportsmanship and throw out to Dominic Wagner, and he gets about 1. That was a quick bubble screen out there, and just not a lot of blockers. Good defensive job. Max Sorensen now in at left tackle. Coming in for Mikey Skinner. 3 to the near side, 1 receiver, 2 receivers to the far side. Empty backfield for Jones. In motion is Shaw. Fake handoff. Jones keeps it himself, and he's tackled. Excellent job on the line, and I believe that's Cooper Blucher. Nope, not number 57. That is Finnegan Johnson. Finn Johnson with a nice tackle.
Yeah, nice play by Johnson there. He was responsible for the quarterback on that fake. gave him nothing on that one, and it makes it 3rd and about 20.
Well, we know you've got 2 downs to get that first down. We haven't seen a punt yet. We've seen 1 punt so far. Rolling out to the right is Jones. Jones getting pursued by 4 Centennial and caught at the 43. Great catch, and that's Kenton again. Clayton Kenton with an excellent catch.
Yeah, that was a great catch there by Clayton. Went down to the ground and kept his hands underneath it. Just an outstanding catch, and puts Anoka in field position with a 4th and 3. Here's another look at it. Yeah, that was
that's
a
secured.
Great catch.
That would pass the replay test. So Johnson with Andrew Shaw in the backfield, right behind him in the pistol. Sieben in motion. And quick pass out goes right through Kenton's hands. Clayton Kenton, who just made an excellent, really tough one. This one went right through the mitts.
Yeah, that would have been a first down for Anoka. That's a tough one right there. Centennial's going to take over, and we still have 6 minutes left here in the 3rd period. So
it's a great play design. As Sieben came out there, that locked up the 2 corners to not pursue down, and it left a hole in the zone, and Shaw was open. Just couldn't bring it in, and the Centennial Cougars will now take over at the 42. Under center is Hartman. Pitch out to Blucher. Plenty of room. Lots of blockers out there. He's at the 50. He may go, and he's driven down at the 25. Good tackle, touchdown saving tackle by number 5, Evan Burnt. And boy, they got him outside, and Blucher showed off some speed, and there was nobody.
Yeah,
no
you
tornado
could see
around.
that space right away,
Yeah.
Jim, going, this one could bust. A great little tackle there by 5 for Anoka.
Yeah, Evan Burnt, touchdown saving tackle. Well, that changed the dynamics right now. Now down at the 26. We've got 5 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 3rd. Handoff on a sweep to number 30. That's Jackson Bronson again, and he gets a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 8.
I thought they were going to call motion on that one right there. It looks like he got a step start, but I'm glad they're not. We're seeing too much of that orange out there on the field. And I'm not talking about Anoka socks. It's like about 2nd and 8 here for the Cougars.
Hartman keeps it himself and follows Blucher up there and gets up to about the 20. And that'll be 3rd down. And we'll give him 3. 3rd down and 3. Well, 3rd and 5, I guess.
Well, it's 2 down territory, that's for sure. Everything's 2 down territory, it seems like. So 3rd and 5 right here. See if Anoka can put a foot in the dirt and hold them out.
H-back with Blucher. Blucher follows the lead block and gets up to about the 19. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's a big play right here, Jim.
Yeah, we're really seeing some good tackling by the Tornadoes. They're just not letting that. They're not allowing contact beyond that first one.
Yeah, very good point. You haven't seen a lot of missed tackles.
No.
Everything's pretty solid on both teams' parts. Here we go.
We're tied. Hartman from the pistol. Back to pass. Quick pass out to Blucher. Getting chased. He's got his first down and more. He's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown, Centennial.
You got to like the call. Gutsy call right there. Throwing it to him out of the backfield. And once he caught that ball, you knew that he had some space in front of him. He was going to get at least 2, but here's a look at it. Anoka defender's a little late in getting out there, and once he got into that open space, he said, I'm going for 6.
Blucher now, basically, he was the offense on that one. One run by Hartman for a couple of yards, but It was all Blucher, a long run, and then that pass completion of 19 yards for the touchdown from Hartman.
They're going to kick.
And the kick is up, and it is good. You talk about extra points, and that is impressive. It'll go to 8-6. Every extra point is actually 2. So 8-6 in favor of Centennial. Nice kick. I mean, you probably need to talk to that guy.
You know, I thought he went back too far. He took quite a few steps back there like it was going to be a kickoff or something. So,
yeah.
Usually you want to go 3 and 2, and he was just straight on. It was Freddie Cox. Here I come.
He's got the flat toe in front and everything.
Yeah, pretty much. There was no soccer style there. That was straight on.
Fred Cox, kicker for the Minnesota Vikings in the late 60s, early 70s. Oh, a little squib kick or onside kick, and they got it back. It went 10 yards.
Boy,
they're saying he did not. It did not go 10 yards. So Anoka will take over right
at 9.
Yeah. Boy, it looked like it was spinning right on the 50 on the midfield. Oh wait, no, they switched it. They made it. They turned it around. So Centennial will get the ball, and they're going to huddle up and talk about this. So Fred Cox, he's the inventor of something.
9. Fred Cox. Yes, not many people probably remember Fred Cox.
No, but he's the inventor of something very important for youth football. He's the inventor of the Nerf football.
He made a lot of money. Oh, Freddie.
So Centennial gets the ball back. Hartman back in the pistol with Blucher right behind. Anoka defense coming back out. And that'll be an offsides.
Well, it's kind of interesting because they put the ball, the point of the ball right on the 50-yard line. And it was close. I mean, it was a close call.
So another flag. It'll be first down and 15. So these games have been going on all day long here.
Wow. I mean, it is. It's really special for these kids. I remember my son played in a couple of these, and he was so excited, and Dad was excited, and Grandpa and Grandma were excited. I mean, everybody. This is what you play for when you're young, hoping that you can get to the mini bowl.
Hartman airs it out again, looking on the far side, and oh my word, what a great catch! That one landed in the bucket from Hartman. An excellent catch by the wide receiver on the far side, I believe.
Here's another look.
That is Hermanson, number 39.
Great throw.
Yeah, steps into it and drops it right in there. A little bobble, but man.
Nice job by our camera crew right on that one.
Yeah, no
Way
kidding.
to go, gang.
So it'll be first down from the 15. Centennial has come out in the second half, and they have put together a couple of drives that have kept Anoka's offense off the field. Hartman puts Hermanson in motion now, throws it, and another completion. That one, it will be a touchdown again. That 15-yard touchdown going to Aiden Warner.
Now they just threw a flag, Jim.
No.
We'll see what this is for, but that was an impressive play right there. A couple
It
back-to-back.
certainly was.
Centennial.
And we'll see what the call is. The two officials are talking about it. We'll find out. Might have been a pick play.
Well, I'm not sure. They threw the flag downfield, so.
Yeah.
It looks like it's against Centennial.
Mm-hmm. I believe it is. It's sitting at the 6-yard line. That's a personal foul against Centennial, so they'll mark it back 15 yards. Find out where they end up with it. So they moved it back to the 18.
Boy, that's big right there. That is big. A couple of big penalties against Centennial in this half, or they could have 3 touchdowns on the board with just one with 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. He's going to kick a field goal.
Why?
Oh, this is the extra point. That's what this is.
Oh,
this
it
is
was
the
a dead
extra
ball.
point.
It was a dead ball. I got it, yeah. Boy, that would have been a 35-yard extra point. Not too bad. So that is a 19-yard, a 15-yard pass to Aiden Warner from Hardman. Hardman, impressive on that drive. Boy, he aired that one out, landed right in the lap of Hermanson, and then was able to get it to the other receiver and score 14-6.
That's a big miss right there. And now Anoka, is a touchdown and get the extra point, and we're all tied up here. So that was a big penalty right there. You might not think of it now, but if Anoka comes up with a score here, that could really play into it.
Good kickoff. That one will land with Kenton with it now, getting chased, and he'll be driven down. Ball's on the ground. Well, and they're going to call him down. They're going to call Kenton down at the 17. So that's where the drive will come. There's a minute 49 seconds, plenty of time for Anoka to mount a rally. As the Tornadoes, who had really a great first drive, have really had a tough time matching that since.
Yeah, Centennial's really picked up its intensity and its play calling. Quarterback's made a couple of excellent throws here in the second half to put Centennial up, scoring a couple of touchdowns here in the third quarter. We'll see how Anoka responds.
Barnes. Hudson Jones now. And that quick handoff, and that one goes to Shaw. Shaw cuts it up, and he'll have a first, at least close to a first down. And it is. Nice run by Shaw. Good start to the drive.
Yeah, great run there by Shaw. Coming from that far side. Found some space. Got 10 yards out of it and a first down.
And a quick out. That one goes right through the hands, and another flag comes in. And my guess it's going to be a personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Okay. Good call, Jim.
It will be another 15 yards, so they'll move it up. It'll be first down and 10 from the 43. It was a helmet-to-helmet collision onto Jones, Hudson Jones, and
well, that's 25 yards for Anoka on 2 plays, so they're
yep,
moving the ball down the field.
Jones with Shaw behind him. Sieben in motion, handoff to Sieben. Sieben able to try to get around one tackler now. Gets it around 2 more and driven down. It'll be a loss of a couple. It just didn't open up for him. He just couldn't turn the corner. And it'll be second down and 12 on that jet sweep.
You know, like I said earlier, I'm really impressed with the Centennial coaching staff to coach these kids how to stay at home. And I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on with this Anoka offense, and you can't just come and show up and pretend like you're going to be able to stop it. And they're doing a really nice job keeping with their assignments here so far tonight.
They are. And a couple of things that bring up, it didn't announce the starters up front, and they've done a nice job. But number 23, Mikey Skinner, Tyson Anderson, Austin Sufka, and Kip Work, along with Jack Benish, all up front have done have been in there, really done a nice job. You've seen Max Sorensen in there as well. Finn Johnson, Maverick Hill, Tyson Anderson.
Yeah, that's where it all starts, up front.
It certainly does. Blake Sundin and Kenton to the near side. Shaw behind Jones. Sieben in motion again. Quick pass out right and intercepted. Oh, and dropped.
Oh, that was a juggling act right there. Oh, my. He had it, then he didn't have it, then he had it, then he didn't have it.
Luke
Might even had it
Flaschenberger.
a third time.
Oh, he's going to see that in his sleep tonight.
Oh,
Flaschenberger.
man, here's another look at it.
Right there. Steps into it. That's
got it.
Yep. And no, I don't got it. No, I got it again.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Clink. Jones under pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at about the 33. It'll be 4th down. Bluchard coming out. He's got a little ankle issue out there, along with was Austin Allison.
That's Betchler, the running back.
Yep. Finnegan, Finn Johnson also. All the old let's meet at the quarterback. That meeting happened. It was on time too. 4th down, 18. Jones underneath, and then we've got another flag, an incomplete pass. It'll be holding against Anoka. That is declined. It'll be 1st down, and the turnover on downs. The Cougars will take on at the 35-yard line. Once again, thanks for joining us here on NSPN or on QCTV on this mini Pumpkin Bowl. Hall of Fame coach Pete Hayes. Boy, I can't screw up any more names, can I, Coach?
Well, I think you're doing great, Jim. This is the first youth football game on QCTV.
Yeah.
I was told.
Hartman now with a handoff. Now gives it to the backup runner, and that is Sam Sonora. Sikora.
Yeah, it makes a little difference having 55 not out there right now. He went limping off after having a sack on the play. He's been a difference maker.
Yeah, he's still on the sideline. No helmet on right now for Lynchner. Clock is running now under 8:30. Hartman in the pistol. Ball on the ground. And a quick throw out there, incomplete pass. Boy, that was dangerous. Hartman just wanted to get rid of it and not really, kind of throwing it blind. And it'll be a 4th down.
Yeah, he was lucky on that one
Yep.
right there. Twofold, that it wasn't picked off, and also that he got it past the line of scrimmage.
Centennial using some signs that come in and a wristband that Hartman has to call out the plays. Sikora behind Hartman. Hartman rolls out to his right and throws it straight down, and another great defensive play. Sitting right, trying to sit in the seam was the receiver for the Cougars, and the cornerback on the right side there, on the left side, with an excellent play.
Yeah, we've had a few of those where the man's open, a little bit too much hang time. Not quite enough arm strength to make that play, but the defender's having time to get over and knock it down.
Jeremiah Waya with a great play. He's had a couple of nice ones. So it'll be 4th down, 10. Good throw, and another flag comes in. Incomplete pass. Holding against Centennial. And I would imagine they are going to decline because they'll get the ball back. And now with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left, plenty of time for the Tornadoes to mount a drive that could tie this game up.
This is when that offensive line needs to do their job. They're starting to get a lot of pressure on Jones right now, so they need to give him some time so he can get it out to those receivers.
On the sideline, you had mentioned Zach Welch down there, also head coach for the high school, Bo Wasruck down there as well. Looking over to the new recruits. Jones airs it out to no one and intercepted by Centennial. Centennial with a chance to take it to the house. And driven out at about the 6-yard line. Jones lays a hit on to Calvin Setz, who absolutely had a chance to score, but just got stonewalled right at the 6.
I think he was upset with himself on the throw. He rocked him.
Yeah.
Here's another look at it. There's really no Anoka.
Yeah.
There's a
there
receiver in the area there.
Sieben was close, but a little underthrown.
Here comes that hit.
And Jones makes sure that he stays out of bounds. So short field right now. Hartman with Blucher back in there. And it's a pitch out, and he cuts it up. He gets stopped at about the 5. He'll get up to the 5-yard line, so gain of a couple.
Yeah, Anoka's going to need a stand right here.
We'll also see Centennial probably run some clock, as we are just about under 7 minutes left here in the 4th.
Yeah, big 55s back in the backfield for Centennial.
Another handoff and met right at the point of it. Oh, actually, Hartman kept it. And gets down to the 3-yard line. Another tackle by Barnes. So it'll be 3rd down from the 2.
That was a good read right there.
Yeah.
By Hartman. Boy.
Yeah, you're right, Coach, on that. He needed to pull that back, or Blucher was going to get tattooed.
They got to dig in right now and see if they can get a stop here. Not let Centennial get up by 2, and Oak is struggling offensively.
And it's a keeper and did not get in. It'll be 4th down, and I think they got it to about the 6-inch line.
Do they have Jason Kelsey? They can do the tush push. Is that what they call that? I don't know if I could say that or not, but I think that's what it's called.
It is. It is.
Boy, they're digging in down there. Looks like they've practiced this before.
So Hartman under center. 4th down. Handoff. Sieben. Great big hole on the right side, in for the touchdown, his 2nd touchdown. And try to, you can see right there, he's still got a little gimp as he was as he's coming off. He's still got a little bit of hitch in his giddy up from that ankle.
Yeah, the adrenaline carried him through there. Said, put me back in, Coach, I'll get it. Don't worry about this. I got the rest of the year to heal up.
Well, that may be till next week when basketball or hockey or wrestling starts. Hartman tries to throw it up. It will be knocked down. There's a flag on the play. No surprise, holding on Centennial. That will be declined. And Anoka will try to get that ball back with 5:24 left. Jones has done a nice job. The exception of that last pass was kind of left out there.
Well, we'll see if they kick it deep here. I'm guessing they will. Last time they tried that onside kick.
Kind of up on QCTV later on this week. I know that we'll be at U.S. Bank for the Maple Grove Andover game. It'll be an audio only, but if you're at work, I believe it's a 10 o'clock game. Is that
yep,
correct?
10 o'clock.
At U.S. Bank. Welcome to listen. Kick is going up. And it'll land at about the 22, picked up by Anoka. And a big run back. It gets it up to about the 42. Good run back by Josh Clark.
Well, Anoka has good.
Oh, no, that wasn't Josh
to start here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got that name. That was Hayden Pulaskic. Sorry, Coach, didn't mean to step on you, but
it's okay.
Want to make sure I get the names right as we go into it. See right here, cuts up and good blocking up front. Jones under pressure, trying to get it up again, and another interception. Lands right in the lap of Evan Lynn. Lynn with another big run back, and he'll get driven back. Another flag on the play. This is a recording.
Evan Lynn, they're pretty excited about it. He's not the tallest in stature. Here's another look at it. Just kind of heaving it up there. He's sitting back in that free safety spot, comes up with it, and then he has a good return.
Look at that host of blockers out in front. Good blocking.
He says, you know what, I think I'm just going to go out of bounds. Well, that might have sealed the deal right there with a 2-touchdown lead. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
So the penalty was against Centennial. The Cougars will start on the 49.
You know, he kind of reminded me of myself there when I was in 8th grade. I was the smallest kid in Jackson Junior High. I weighed about 89 pounds, and
wow,
I probably would have dropped that one.
Probably
That's
got
where I
knocked,
played safety. It's like everybody else make a tackle. If I have to, I will.
Hartman under pressure. He's going to get taken down. Great closing speed by Barnes. Dre Barnes has been a menace in the backfield.
Yeah, he really has. He's a good player. He's a big kid. Here's another look at it. Looks like he's got some pretty good speed. He came off right up the middle of the field.
Yeah, also in there, number 28, Nathan Stone.
Yeah, Stone was coming from the backside on that one.
Yeah, he was able to flush Hartman out to the right. In motion is Bronson. Back, gets it over to Bronson. Bronson turns it up and tackled immediately at the 40. Gain of about a half a yard. It'll be third down. Now under 4 minutes. Anoka's got to get a stop here, get that ball back, and they're going to have to make some yardage up and score quickly. Down by 2 touchdowns.
Barnes was over there again helping out on that tackle. He's got quite a few today. Yeah, big down here for Centennial. If Anoka wants a chance, they need to stop here with just under 3.5 minutes to play.
Couple of new Tommy Mason out there along with Rock Sieben, Phoenix Kruger. Hartman rolls over to his left and now getting chased. Nice block. Yeah, well, I thought it was a nice block. And intercepted. Oh, Barnes dropped it. Or I'm sorry, that was Waiha had dropped it. But we've got another flag.
Well, it'll be interesting. I think you go fourth down because time's going to make a difference. You don't want to give them 2 plays. You got fourth and about 18 here, or you got third and 28, but you only have 3 minutes left. So you want to preserve as much time as you can. It looks like Anoka declined it.
Absolutely. It's interesting that we're seeing the passing plays by Centennial with time on the clock. You know, they get a chance to maybe strip the timeouts away from Anoka on defense rather than having it on offense.
Well, they've been pretty successful defensively the last 2 times, a couple of interceptions. And
yes, you're right.
After that first drive, Anoka's really had nothing to speak of.
You know, Dre Barnes, you had mentioned some notes from the coach, was Dre Barnes is a force in the middle with our defense. He's long and quick. He can execute effectively both when blitzing and staying home, reading the play in front of him. He mentioned that he's a top tackler, and I think we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Him and Nedlund are doing a pretty good job in the middle. Or a real good job, actually.
Hartman back to pass. Well, he's got a nice arm, but that one falls incomplete, and it'll be Anoka's ball at the 41. So just under 3 minutes, they have a chance to turn things up. We'll see what the offensive plan is as the Tornadoes will take over.
Yeah, you're pretty confident if you're throwing the ball with 3 minutes left. And killing the clock, you know, in the last 2 plays. You're feeling pretty confident about your team right now. Let's see if Anoka can put a scare into him here.
Anoka comes out. It'll be Kenton Wagner to the far side. Sieben to the near side, and also Sundin to the far side. Barnes, under pressure, immediately gets it off to Sieben. Sieben cuts it up. He's up to the 25, and he's down at the 25. They're hustling, and
set up a nice little screen there to Sieben.
Tell you what, the good execution on getting to the line quickly. He's under pressure again. Ball's on the ground, fumble, and recovered by Anoka. Blindside hit, and it will have a timeout, Anoka. And I think it's Leo Weber, number 28, that got to Jones. Take a look right here. Able to get around the tackle and just took him, fortunately for the Tornadoes, they were able to get the ball back.
Yeah, the second half, Anoka's had some struggles on blocking here. Getting tired or not sure what it is, but Centennial's getting home quite a bit.
One of the key things that Coach Taylor talked about was, understanding that what the processes are for the offense and the defense and being what it means to be part of the Anoka program. I think that's a big key is, wins and losses are important, but do you understand the processes? Are you able to, to do the right thing when you're out there? Jones back. Plenty of time this time. Gets it. And 2 receivers in the same area. Don't know if he was getting it to Sundin or Kenton.
Yeah, it's fun watching these kids, Jim, and 2, 3, 4 years down the line, all of a sudden you see him playing high school football and go, I remember that kid in the mini bowl. He was pretty doggone good in that game. So it's kind of fun seeing these youngsters.
You might have him on the baseball team.
Might have him on the baseball
Jones
team.
under pressure, and he's going to get swallowed up by a host of Cougars. Or a pack of Cougars. Is it a pack of Cougars? I don't.
I think it is.
So clock continues to run now at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It'll be 4th down. They've got to get it to the 15-yard line, and they're sitting at the 36.
I don't think Cougars like each other. I don't think there's a lot together.
You don't think so?
No, I hope not.
Well, that's true.
They could be destructive.
Yes, they can. Plenty of times now for Jones. Jones going deep. He's looking for Sundin down the sideline, just out of his reach as it lands. It'll turn over the ball back to the Cougars. Good start to the drive, and then it fizzled. Sundin was open. It was about a yard too far.
Yeah, just missed him on that one. See what Centennial does here with just under 2 minutes to play. Done some really good adjustments here in the second half, getting some people open. quarterback's been really impressive, Braden Hartman. A couple of long passes, and he's been fun to watch.
So Hartman back under center, directing his wide receivers. A lot of Anoka looks right up front. Hartman keeps it himself, still on his feet. He's out in open field and continues to move. A couple of missed tackles and driven down at about the 35 by the Tornadoes.
No, that's a great run. That's the best run of the day by the quarterback. He kept right there and stiff-armed and got his way up the field and into Anoka territory at the 31.
They're going to milk this clock right here. You can see right here, Hartman just keeps it himself and looks like he's bottled up. Gets through and giving chase, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Evan Burnt for the Tornadoes.
I think he fumbled that snap right there.
And you're right. Yeah, I couldn't find the ball. Everybody started moving, and Anoka comes up with it. So they get the ball back. Minute and 2 seconds left. Down by 2 scores. The good news is if Anoka scores 2 touchdowns and gets both extra points, that pulls them up to a 22-20 lead. But they're going to have to work pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Jones. Yeah, on a little reversed, and see him able to get past. Now he looks like he's going to throw, but he's in trouble. There's some Cougars around, and he'll be taken down at around the 20. And we've got an official down. The head referee is down as well. He's in some pain. Oh.
Well, I don't know what happened there. Maybe we can see it here.
I think he was trying to get, he got rolled
right
up
there,
on.
He got taken out by a Centennial player.
That should be a flag.
That one looks like it hurts. I hope he's okay.
Absolutely.
Looks like he kind of got leg whipped on that play.
Well, it's officials are tough to find anyway, and this is not a sport that does not have contact in it, and officials do get nicked.
You would have thought he was back far enough there, but
yeah.
I guess not.
Now up on his, at least up to one knee right now.
Yeah,
you see right,
he didn't hit his head.
And the nice sportsmanship by the Cougars to take a knee for an injured official. And they're going to get some medical personnel out here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to finish.
Well, 51 seconds left right now. Recap some of the scoring.
He's up. That's good to see. He put his hat back on. Anytime you hit your head, you're
a
little nervous about it.
Well, it's the right thing to get him off the field. And, you think about, when we were growing up, you see the flash bulb, and that was just part of life.
Right.
And a lot of kids don't even know what the flash bulb is anymore. But
well, now they say anytime you're over 50 and you hit your head, you should go to the hospital and get it checked out. So you don't like seeing that.
So some adjustments by the referees. As the head referee is now, the white hat is now off. 51 seconds left. Jones. And just about intercepted again. Looking for Elliott Peterson. Elliott Peterson had cut in. And also in the area was Nathan Stone.
Well, we got third here for Anoka. Trips to the left.
Jones now. They've got the play call right on the pistol. Jones under pressure, immediately able to get past one defensive lineman as Trajanskow Mason was in the backfield and just was able to get past them. It'll be 4th down. They call a timeout, 38 seconds left.
Yeah, last gasp effort here for Anoka with just over 38 seconds remaining, but been an entertaining game. You know, both teams running sophisticated offenses. You know, for 8th grade, that really impresses me. It wasn't just power ball. It was a lot of throwing the ball around. Some good defense on both parts.
You can see the guy with the least amount of hair out there is the head coach for the high school team. And you want to see a program start to grow. Watch their high school coach be part of the youth program. And we're seeing that. Anoka, with their 2nd straight season of 6 wins, hoping to get to 7 this next week. And that'll be 6 wins in the last 3 out of 4 years.
Well, this is the year if they're going to do it. They've got some horses this year.
Rolling out to his right, Jones in trouble again. He'll go down. It'll be tackled at the 15. It'll be Centennial ball at the 15. Jones, a little slow to get up. Got sandwiched in between a couple of Centennial Cougars.
And they just carted the referee off, and the same 2 guys are coming back out here for the Anoka quarterback.
.32 seconds left.
Yeah, you know, Coon Rapids came back in this year. I sure would love to see an Andover Anoka like it used to be. That would be a heck of a game this year.
It really would, and both run such similar offenses. It may be like a 60 to 59 game. I mean, it would be an electric. We'd probably have to look at replacing some of the light bulbs on the scoreboard here.
You know, I just remember back when my son was playing, and those were the 2 big games, his junior and senior year, and you couldn't get into either one of these places. They were packed. So that was awful fun for those kids back then, and it's a shame that they don't do it anymore. I see Coon Rapids moved up this year, and they struggled. Well,
I think there is rumors that Andover will be placed into 6A next year with the enrollment numbers as they
got to be close, I would think. You know, they're 6A and everything else, so they got to be close. But I'll tell you, they got a real shot this year to do something in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, if you can get past Elk River next weekend, Elk River and Andover is such a fantastic matchup every time they play. And both coaches know each other well. They play each other twice a year, basically, and in the sectional championship. This will be the 5th straight year they've been in the sectional championship. A great matchup.
And that's at Andover next week?
It'll be at Elk River.
Oh.
Yep. And I don't know if you've been back out to the Elk River. They have a new stadium. It's about 5 years old. It is fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty nice.
It's the facilities out in Elk River, big improvement. Jones is off. Good to see. This has been.
We got about 1 more play here, maybe 2. 32 seconds left. Centennial, Jim. Centennial, they made some adjustments in that second half and did some really good things. Scoring 3 touchdowns, down 6-0 at half, and they're up 20-6.
And they'll take a kneel-down victory formation, and that Anoka will not call a timeout, and that'll do it. The Centennial Cougars take the Mini Pumpkin Bowl. First time on QCTV, certainly enjoyed it. It was 20-6. There goes the whistle. Coach, if you're an Anoka fan, you've got to be excited about this team.
Well, the number one thing is the numbers. It's really nice seeing the numbers. What are we saying, 51 kids or something like that?
Yeah, yep.
So that's very impressive. They show some flashes. They got some really good athletes out here. And you have 51 kids, you want to make sure you play everybody, and that's great. And everybody did a great job. We saw some really good tackling by both teams. We saw some good quarterback play by both teams. And, yeah, it was really exciting. So I'm glad that we could bring this to people of Anoka and Centennial on QCTV, and hopefully we do it in the future.
Yeah, but one last thing I wanted to tell you, and this is something that both you and I are near and dear with. These coaches are volunteer. They put a lot of time and effort into the players, the team, the system, and talking and explaining stuff to parents. And a lot of them are now done. Their kids are going to the high school, and it is probably a little emotional for both teams as far as coaching goes. What a effort given by these coaches over the last how many years. So, and I'm sure you agree with me.
Yeah, they put their heart and soul into it, and like I said, this is a big game for them and fun. And now it's going to be done. You go on to the next chapter.
Yep.
And that's hopefully your son playing high school football.
Yeah. So, well, for Pete Hayes and the crew here at historic Goodrich Field, the Hall of Fame coach Pete Hayes. I'm sorry I forgot your title right off the bat.
No, I don't need that.
Anyway, and Andy and CJ back at the studio. We certainly appreciate you being part of this broadcast of 8th grade football and the Mini Pumpkin Bowl. Final score, Centennial 20, Anoka 6. Thanks for joining us here on QCTV.